AskReddit by Ugandan Kermit. What do you use to remind yourself that everything isn't that bad? I remember that Yahoo hasn't given up, so why should I? Reminds me of a saying that I used to repeat to myself occasionally. If Internet Explorer is brave enough to ask to be your default browser, you can be brave enough to ask that girl out. I found this absolutely hilarious, and one time it actually gave me the courage to ask somebody out, lol. I'm not homeless anymore, my chronic illness is in remission, so I can feed myself and even work outside the house. Life is good. Deleted. I think about all the natural wonders, all the organisms, both beautiful and terrifying, that inhabit this earth with me. I think about the fact that no matter how bad things seem on our pale blue dot, the cosmos are massive, complex, and new stars are still being born in stellar nurseries all the time. I also like to think of my life from a historical context. Needed a root canal a few weeks ago and was pretty bummed about it till I remember that old to me dentistry was whiskey and some dude with a steady hammering hand. Hardcore History and other such shows are also excellent workout motivation. My ancestors used to have to be ready to throw down and scrap. This bike ride to the grocery store is a cakewalk comparatively, and it's good for me too. Edit. Someone commented and reminded me of this. https://docs.google.com/t/0biouegsluvvuthynrjveg4ynm/edit closed bracket. Amazing short story. Creative writing, novels, and art are also things that cheer me up greatly. Beautiful and terrifying organisms. Had to read that twice. I try to remember that we're all just making it up as we go along. Biggest realization for me as an adult was when I learned nobody actually knows what they are doing. Just their best. I have a roof over my head. Yeah man, we're not all that lucky. I text a friend and see if they want to have dinner. We plan something and cook it with a good drink, then another, repeat as necessary. Life feels pretty good after a few drinks and dinner with friends. Also, I get to try out a lot of new recipes. What are these friends you speak of? I learned in college the danger of having friends you also work with, so now I pretty much just don't have friends I can just invite over. That experiences with people is what matters most, not money or material. What if experiences with people is the problem? I think about the fact that all things considered I'm reasonably healthy and there's no warrant out for my arrest. Yet. Riding my bike and listening to music, it takes my mind off of everything, and I forget what's going on and I'm just happy. Edit. Holy crap, thanks for the upvotes and the 2 silver. I just got out of work so this is a shocker, lol. Thanks everyone. Doing anything as long as there is music. I don't need a wheelchair anymore. Your name wouldn't happen to be John Locke, would it? When I lay down at night with my cat, who is 20 years old. She's such a love bug and I am so lucky to have had her this long, and all the stress just melts away. Edit. This is Corley in 2000. https://i.imgur.com/qbcj4dh.jpg close bracket, which is the oldest picture I have of her. Corley now, and me. https://i.imgur.com/lov6cor.jpg close bracket. I'm sure she's just the sweetest thing ever. My cat was at the sweet age of 13 before she left us, but I swear the snuggly ones get even more so as they get older. Right now it's this photo that I saw in Photoshop battles a while back. https://imgur.com/a/r7qsmyw. This beautiful cat just fills me with so much joy when I look at it. He is enjoying himself so much. I stan. I laugh at myself for being a bigalayor. Edit. I think someone's trying to get people to reply to this thread, for one reason or another. Maybe they feel others need to see the replies? Yeah, maybe. I think we all need to know how to keep ourselves cheery from time to time. We're only here for a minute. Enjoy it. Edit. Thanks for the cake day wishes. Love you guys. Yeah, you're right. Never know how you'll be around, so you have to do whatever you can when you can. Happy cake day BTW. My love for deer on the side of the road, the ones that are alive. It reminds me the innocence of nature and makes me feel warm and alive. Glad you don't love the dead ones. Necrophilic bestiality is one hell of a kink. This whole thread is reminding me that life is not always so bad. Thank you. I can die later. The world is going to kill me whether I like it or not, so why not stick around for a few more decades and see what happens? In some ways it's comforting to know I don't have to do this forever and I don't have to kill myself. Curiosity and things to look forward to. Even TV shows, games, movies, or visits from relatives. I always pick something to look forward to. I've heard that's a really good strategy for people struggling with suicidal thoughts. Pick one or two things that are coming out weeks or months from now, a new game, book, movie, whatever, and remind yourself that you will miss out on that one thing if you go through with it. It's the little things that keep us going, and it's the little things that are often the most important. My cat pretty much instinctively knows when I'm down. He gets very cuddly and won't leave my side if I'm upset. My fiancé always says that he must be a loved one reincarnated. That's so cute. Deleted. What pets do you have? My kids. They are helping me more than anything else right now. My kids are the best little assholes I've ever known. High school is almost over and a new chapter of my life is about to start. As someone that just graduated HS and is in a college right now, don't take high school for granted if you enjoy it. Those are times I look back on when the going gets rough here. Trust me, it does. But the best thing I've done here in college is do what makes me happy. Whatever you love to do, keep doing it. College is hard. It's so different than high school. Make new friends, do irresponsible shit, become friends with your professors. Pro tip. It's just a different life than what you're used to, and that's okay. Live it up. Don't let it suck. It's what you make of it. That I'm still breathing. After 2 suicide attempts, I haven't had a negative thought like that in a long fucking time, a year to be exact. I haven't had a drink in a few weeks, and yeah, I'm starting back at a job that I lost a few years ago. Surprised that they're giving me another shot. Also, it's winter, but it's been so beautiful the last week, and when my husband gets off work, we're gonna go down to the water and just kick it. I'm so glad you failed both times. Happy to hear you're doing so much better. I go for a walk. Sometimes a little sunshine will help ease my anxiety. Someone somewhere has gone through something much worse and made it through. Why can't I? Because you suck. That's always my answer anyway. I have a very long list of things that give me a certain feeling. Like appreciative nostalgia almost, but not quite. A few things from it are air conditioning in hotels, trains, lucky numbers, being introduced to something new by someone you love, mixes labeled with themes like rain, for sleeping, for driving, when the lights dim before previews in the movies. My youngest daughter Emma. She is 1 years old and just knows how to enjoy every second of life. She wakes with a smile and goes to bed grinning while holding her Winnie the Pooh. She falls while walking and just dusts herself off and keeps going. Every time she hears a motorcycle she says, "Oh oh 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 oh," and then vroom vroom, while signing motorcycle. My niece is a year and a half old. Her amazement and being so fucking happy at the simple wonders of the world never fail to amaze me. She came to my home to visit a few odd weeks back, and she is a water baby. I pick her up, run some water in the sink, and put her in the sink. Yo, you would have thought I handed her the keys to heaven. She had an absolute fucking blast, splashing around and laughing and giggling at me. It reminds me when times get me down. Think on that and it'll guarantee to make me smile. I look at my adult kids. They are happy, successful adults. Makes me feel satisfied that I did a good job as mom. Deleted. My mom, she died from cancer at the age of 48 while my sister was addicted to heroin. My dad was cheating on her and was going through bankruptcy. Regardless, she still showed people so much kindness and was a fantastic woman who was always smiling. I have depression and my life isn't so great right now, but I always tell myself that it can get better and that if my mom could live day to day with a smile on her face, so can I, and I feel more people going through a terrible time can really use an example like her to at least give them a little push in the right direction. That I am not part of all the horror that is going on in the world. I am not part of all the by their parents abused teenagers. I am not living in an area where there is war, hunger and no education. I have the extreme benefit of living in a good neighborhood, without any criminal activity. In general, I just compare myself to all the people in my age who have it way worse. Then I realize how lucky I am. How good everything really is. I'm with you. But unfortunately this thought process just makes me depressed about how utterly horrific life is for so many of my fellow humans. I think of the soldiers in the trenches in WWI. It puts things in perspective on when I'm getting up early for a stressful day in the office. Preamble: I am in no way a badass and in no way am I scoreboarding anybody. Got mortared a few times in Afghanistan. After that, you come to realize that every day above ground is a gift. Why is there 69 silvers? Edit, or it's not 69 anymore. I don't know, someone is fucking with me. Lack of money isn't that big of a deal when I remember that I have my health, a job I enjoy, and a partner that appreciates me. That I know what Obama's last name is. Tell me. I'm still getting notifications about it. Thank you so much to whoever is trolling me, but it's appreciated. I can't believe the response this has received. I couldn't imagine this. You are all breathtaking, as a wise man once said. I'm sorry I can't respond to you all. Edit, I'm so overwhelmed you guys. I don't know where to cry or laugh or just jump on my bed like a child in a Christmas advert. Thank you so much. I posted a comment and almost immediately got a silver too. Remembering that statistically speaking, we live in the most peaceful and prosperous time in history. Average lifespan is the longest it's ever been, and the world is slowly yet constantly getting better for everyone regardless of situation. It may not always look that way, but on average it is true. Also, there's cashews. I fucking love cashews. Deleted. On an infinite timeline, I somehow happen to exist at the same time as Rick and Morty and Honey Mustard and Onion Pretzel Bites. You don't know what you're missing out on my timeline. I beat cancer. Everything else is easy. At least I'm not pregnant. My happy kids and the little things. In boot camp our drill sergeant told us, it doesn't get easier, you get better. It's not what everyone needs to hear all the time, but by golly it's gotten me through some rough patches. Well, someone's botting silver awards. Dude, my phone won't stop going off. What's going on? Hi, just wanted to comment on this and say thank you to everyone. I'll try and respond to everyone, but I'm a slow typer on a phone that freezes. Also, thank you to the person giving away these awards. You're making a lot of people happy. Edit. This is on the top posts page. If this makes it to an our YouTube video, I'll piss my pants. I'm still trying to respond to everyone, but I'm not making much progress. Danny DeVito. Some people are dicks and will say something that will make you smile for days after. I think about that. That's true, man. For every shitty customer you get at a store, there's a customer who makes your day. I got a 4-year-old that thinks I'm the coolest dad ever. I feel like breaking down all the time, but I couldn't do that to him. I'm his rock, but really, he's mine. That people with more money than me are also prone to just wasting it on dumb shit like Reddit awards. Someone is rich. So how do I turn this into UK pound symbols? 2 years ago, I tried to take my life. For a couple of months after it happened, I kept thinking I should have died, I shouldn't be here. I don't know what to do. I realized my anxiety was so severe I was one panic attack away from attempting again. I realized while I'm here I had to try to get better. So I tried. I'm still trying. It's the hardest yet best thing I've ever done. What makes me realize it's not all that bad is those little moments in the last 2 years that made me think I'm glad to have been alive for this. It's always small silly things. A friend buys me a chocolate bar I love, or I play a game I really enjoyed, but it's honestly worth surviving all the personal hell I've been through to experience it. That's the moments that make me feel that it's not all so bad.